In the blazing August heat, everything changed in a heartbeat. A simple family getaway turned into the unexpected. Just before the shift, I felt a tension in the air, a warning I ignored. Standing next to her, everything felt off, yet strangely right. How did we get here? And where do we go from here? The blazing August sun blazed overhead as I sprinted down the parched, dusty road. Every step had my muscles screaming, burdened by a massive backpack and a heavy gym bag. Sweat dripped from my face, soaking my black t-shirt and creating white streaks. Socks and sneakers drenched, a testament to the exhilarating adventure I just jumped into. "Hey, Logan, let's go, quick!" My mother's voice echoed ahead, vibrant and lively, slicing through the sweltering heat. Mom stopped at the massive iron gate, quickly pulling out a set of keys from her pocket, clearly a pro at this. She twisted the key and swung the door wide, revealing what lay ahead. A white gravel path zipped through the neatly trimmed bushes and trees, winding its way forward. A delightful terrace opens up, featuring a roomy porch on one side. A sleek paved path zipped to the garage, bordered by a lively green fence that perfectly complemented the chic courtyard. The place buzzed with thoughtful design and creativity in every detail. This stunning recreation area featured a ready-to-go barbecue and stove, with a grand table that exuded luxury and power. The plantings were strategically laid out for a breathtaking show of blooms and fruits, captivating the senses from April to October. We stepped into the cool, dark house and found a refreshing escape. Mom tossed her bag onto the hallway table with a satisfied sigh and dashed to the kitchen, and I was right on her heels. As you step inside, the stunning interior captivates, with every detail revealing a tale of clever design and careful arrangement. A barbecue and stove took center stage in the recreation area, flanked by a grand table that exuded opulence and commanded attention from all nearby. Expertly crafted arrangements guarantee a vibrant showcase of flowers or produce from April to October. As we entered the cool, shadowy house, relief washed over us like a tidal wave. Mom tossed her bag onto the hallway table with a satisfied sigh and dashed to the kitchen, and I quickly trailed after her. As you step inside, the stunning interior captivates, with every detail revealing a tale of precision and creativity. With gleaming countertops and an impressive fridge hidden in the cabinetry. "What tasty treats are you excited to dive into?" I shouted, my voice slicing through the air. Opening the fridge reveals a delicious lineup: grilled chicken sausage, cheese, ripe tomatoes, crisp cabbage, juicy watermelon, and a luxurious touch of black and red caviar. Mom burst into joyful laughter. "Why stop at chicken?" "I'm ready to fry up some potatoes and have a blast," my stomach growled, clearly displeased. Hunger gnaws at the belly like a restless spirit. "I'm starving. Let's jump in and enjoy it with some bread. Before we jump into our next adventure, I need a quick, refreshing shower." "Are you ready to jump into this adventure with me?" "Go for it," she said. Decision made. Time for a delicious meal. I nodded, excitement bubbling inside me. Rushing to one of the 2 indoor bathrooms, I couldn't wait to wash off the travel dust, completely enchanted by the house's beauty. The owner went all in, creating an outdoor bathroom in the backyard with a toilet, shower, and a shed for garden tools. The sharp difference between the pristine front yard and the functional backyard was eye-catching, both showcasing a dedicated owner felt in the gentle breeze. Haze scent filled the air, mingling with the warmth of sun-soaked soil. I saw Mom, completely still, eyes shut, a serious look etched on her face. She relished the calm, soaking in this rare moment of peace. I approached the captivating wooden booth, its sleek black tank sitting gracefully above. The craftsmanship of the structure was exquisite, drawing me in silently. Clad in white, the boards fit together seamlessly, making the seams almost disappear. Small, unglazed windows peeked out just under the roof, while the door featured 3 vertical slots perfect for hanging clothes and towels, plus a shelf for shoes below. I leaned in, curiosity sparking as I caught a glimpse of what awaited beyond the entrance. The walls explode with a vivid mosaic, telling the story of BS in Roman style. With a swift flick of the wall-mounted regulator, water erupts, cascading not from a shower head but flowing gracefully from the ceiling, turning a cozy cabin corner into a refreshing oasis. A vibrant collection of gels, shampoos, and washcloths filled the shelves, each ready to unveil its unique tale. I stepped back, mesmerized by the incredible detail surrounding me. In that moment, it struck me. Mom was gone. I dashed inside, certain she had returned, ready to snatch the food we discussed. As I walked, thoughts of Mom flashed through my mind. She raised me all on her own. After Dad quit his job as deputy director of a construction materials company, she promised never to remarry, throwing herself into work and hardly pausing for breath. Twice a year, I hit the beach, soaking up my luck, but her final escape faded from memory. I sprinted into the kitchen, deep in thought, and almost bumped into Mom. She gasped and stumbled back, and I swiftly reached out to catch her. My hands found something entirely new, a sensation unlike any other, as she stood there, bewildered and shaken. I swiftly pulled my hands away and stepped back, whispering, "Not quite." Mom cleared her throat and adjusted her shirt, a subtle gesture that spoke volumes. "Everything's fine," she said. I was perched a bit higher than normal. "I'm on a quest to track you down." "Gear up for an adventure. Let's jump into that river you talked about." I nodded, thankful for the distraction that swept me off my feet. "Totally resonates. Hold on, let me snag a quick bite before we jump back in." I dove into the fridge, snatching a chicken leg and a ripe tomato, but an unsettling vibe lingered, wrapping around me. A change had sneaked into my perception of my mother. It could have been a fleeting idea, a soft murmur in the wind, swiftly brushed aside. I steadied myself, attributing the strange visions to the sweltering heat and the odd environment around me. This was just the start of a summer that would transform my relationship with my mother forever. We dove into the woods, my thoughts racing from our earlier meeting. The forest wrapped around us, a refreshing escape from the blazing heat. The air buzzed with the sweet scent of ripe berries and nuts, accompanied by the lively chorus of birds and the soft rustle of leaves. "Mom!" I shouted, noticing she had pulled ahead. "Hold on!" As she turned, I wobbled dangerously close to losing my balance. She donned a delicate nightgown, a surprising choice for our river stroll. "What's going on?" she asked, her eyes piercing through my hesitation. I inhaled deeply, maintaining a steady tone as I spoke. "Hey, is that your nightgown, sweetheart?" She looked down, suddenly aware of her outfit. This little gem was just chilling on my bag. "Is it truly essential?" I shrugged, words fading, and we pressed on, senses heightened, entranced by the elegant dance of fabric against her skin with each subtle movement. A tranquil river clearing appeared, inviting all adventurers to explore. A wooden pier jutted over the shimmering water, where fish zipped playfully beneath the surface. A picnic spot, and someone asks, "Aren't you going swimming?" I paused, a wave of self-awareness crashing over me. "What about you?" She flicked her wrist and waved, dismissing the moment in an instant. "I left my swimsuit behind, so you go on without me." Before I could even speak, she was off to the pier. I was captivated, eyes glued to her as she hit the peak and, in a fluid motion, plunged into the depths below. The nightgown hugged her curves as she stepped out, playfully suggesting what lay beneath. My heart raced as I shed my clothes and plunged into the water after her. The first bite of cold air jolted me from my swirling thoughts. Relief washed over me, yet a twinge of unease lingered. "What's your angle?" She sighed, fingers racing through her damp hair. "The tension between us is palpable. That's so unfair." I nodded, my voice lost in the hush. She was right. These emotions, whatever they were, couldn't linger where mother and son had paused their journey. Her words fell silent, and I felt an undeniable pull, inching closer, drawn in by a mysterious force I couldn't grasp. The line remained uncrossable, no matter how enticing it seemed. I plunged back into the water, eager for the rush of movement to refresh my mind. With each slice through the water, lap after lap, an electric feeling lingered, signaling a profound shift in our connection. The rest of the vacation dragged on, stuck in an awkward limbo. She startled at my voice but instantly grinned. Absolutely. Set the table now. We huddled at the table, tension crackling in the air as we dug into our meal. Mom began sharing the river story, but I swiftly cut in with a gentle touch. You were right all along, Mom. All good. We're back on. No worries, it won't happen again, I promise. A swift nod sparked a wave of relief across her face. Awesome. As we gathered for dinner, the conversation lagged, bouncing between polite remarks about the house and our vacation plans. Tension simmered beneath it all, a spark of possibility lingering in the air, regardless of our words or intentions. That night, I gazed at the strange ceiling and felt it. This was just the start. Gazing at the horizon, excitement bubbled up inside me for the adventures that lay ahead. The door swung wide, stubbornly open, and I found myself questioning if I even wanted to close it. Sleep slipped away as the day's memories whirled vividly in my mind. The warmth of Mom's skin under my fingertips, her damp nightgown clinging to her form, and the haunting gaze in her eyes, everything changed in a heartbeat. She retracted effortlessly. The wrongness pressed down on me. Even aware these feelings were unattainable, in the stillness of night, with only my thoughts as company, I wrestled to recall why dawn arrived so swiftly. Sunlight burst through the open curtains. Mom was busy bustling around in the kitchen. The rich aroma of coffee fills my room, inviting and warm. I took a deep breath, gearing up for another day of faking it. As I descended the stairs, a spark of hope ignited. Perhaps normalcy wasn't the goal we both sought anymore. Stepping into the kitchen, the rich scent of freshly brewed coffee enveloped me, and there was Mom at the counter. She hummed softly, her back to the world, whipping up breakfast in a flash. The light summer dress she wore danced with her every step, creating a serene morning vibe. I spoke, my voice heavy with the remnants of sleep. Her smile gleamed, but her eyes told a different story. Hey, Logan. Great morning. Last night I plunged into a deep sleep, enveloped by the bliss of sweet dreams. How about you, buddy? I shrugged and poured a steaming cup of coffee, its rich aroma filling the air. You know me well. At dawn, I leap up to seize the day, she replied. In the quiet, we savored our meal without a word. Yesterday's echoes swirl in the space between us. I couldn't resist stealing a glance at her. My eyes were irresistibly pulled in. Sunlight flickered in her hair, accentuating her neck as she swiftly sipped her coffee. Mom's voice cut through the silence, catching everyone off guard. Let's jump into an adventure and uncover the area's wonders. Gear up for an exhilarating hiking trail nearby. I nodded with gratitude. That suggestion is definitely enticing. It'll help us declutter our minds. She locked eyes with me and I caught a flicker. Relief or disappointment? Just as I began to think, she spun around. Let's step outside and get moving after breakfast. We launched our adventure on the twisting trail. In the heart of the forest, birds chirped and leaves danced, creating a vibrant, energizing vibe, if only for a fleeting moment. We entered in complete silence. As we climbed the steep section, the physical effort began to dissolve the tension that had lingered between us. Mom wobbled, and I sprang into action. My hand shot to her waist, steadying her in an instant. She flinched at my touch, and I swiftly withdrew my hand. No problem, I whispered, my gaze slipping away from her. All's fantastic. Her voice drifted softly. Thanks a ton. A distinct shift hung in the air as we pushed forward. Electric energy crackled in the air. Every accidental touch of our hands or shoulders sends a jolt of electricity through me. As we stepped into the clearing, a stunning view of the valley unfolded before us. Mom stood at the edge, eyes sparkling at the breathtaking view, while I lingered behind, captivated by the scene. Sunlight flickered in her hair, forming a mesmerizing halo that drew me in completely. Incredible view. She flashed a smile, turned my way, and spoke up. I responded, my eyes locked on her stunning face. Her smile wavered as our eyes locked, and for a fleeting moment, we were spellbound by each other. The air crackled with secrets and longing. Mother swiftly averted her gaze, clearing her throat gently. Let's go back to where we began. Time's ticking away. The ride home was silent. As we neared the house, our minds wandered, each of us caught up in our own thoughts. Mom suddenly halted and spun around to face me. Logan spoke, her voice trembling. "Let's dive into this now." Did we grasp her meaning right away? I consulted my heart. Is that a call I hear? She nodded, inhaling deeply. What tale is unfolding between us? That's totally off. We need to pay attention to it now. I understand, I was careful, but what about my feelings? They're beyond my control. Mom shut her eyes, a brief flash of pain darting across her face. Here we are, united as mother and son, against all odds. Hold on to those feelings. I moved in, just enough to see the tears shimmering in her eyes. Can we make this happen, Mom? This feeling is unlike anything I've ever experienced with anyone else. She glanced up, turmoil evident in her eyes. Logan, I implore you, this won't work. Her words surged, yet she remained anchored. We were mere inches apart, just a breath away. The air buzzed with tension, each second stretching as I offered her a chance to retreat. I edged in closer. In an instant, our lips collided. A gentle, hesitant kiss that lingered in the moment. Mom held her breath, a quiet whimper escaping. Her lips grazed mine in a quick, soft kiss. A dam burst, releasing all the built-up tension and longing from the past few days. Our lips crashed together, my hands gripping her waist, pulling her in while her fingers tangled in my hair. Then we finally broke apart. We gasped for air, breaths rapid and labored. Mom's eyes sparkled with excitement, a blend of yearning and awe at their essence. "Big mistake," she whispered. She stood firm, refusing to back down. We did. I trace her cheekbone, a gesture I long to repeat. With her eyes shut, she surrendered to my touch. "Logan, this isn't right." "What a mistake. Does it seem off?" I asked, planting swift kisses along her jawline. She trembled, her fingers digging into my shoulders tightly. She owned up to it, no question. I need divine help ASAP. In that stillness, we clung tightly, as if time paused to witness our connection. The line we crossed is behind us. No turning back now. We boldly danced on the edge of the forbidden. Access denied. In that fleeting moment with my mother in my arms, I felt completely at ease. What's our next thrill? I whisper. Mother's gaze locked onto mine. Her face was a storm of emotions. Her face sparkled with a flash of emotions. "I don't know," she said, uncertainty lacing her words. "But we can't tell." I nodded, the weight of our predicament pressing down on me. "I promise it's our little secret." She smiled, her hand brushing my face, sealing our secret. With a soft echo, she pulled me in for another kiss, our hands intertwined as we dashed back to the house. In that moment, I realized everything around us had shifted. The rest of our vacation loomed ahead, bursting with possibilities I had never dared to dream of. But deep down, I sensed something was amiss. It was off limits, yet in that moment, it felt utterly instinctive. That enchanting night, snuggled in Mom's bed, the outside world disappeared. Our bodies tangled in a warm embrace. Excitement bubbled as I thought about the thrilling adventures ahead in the vibrant tapestry of our lives. Which route will guide us through this? A dynamic, intricate relationship unfolded as we jumped back into our daily lives. I set those thoughts aside as my mother slipped further into sleep. In this fleeting moment, I'd plunge in, relishing every pulse of our secret love.